The video you're about to see is totally emblematic of what many finance functions face if they're using a spreadsheet-bound budgeting, planning and forecasting process. If you're bound to spreadsheets, then you're always up against deadlines. It's very difficult to make changes to information requirements, difficult to make changes to reporting, and of course you don't really have visibility of where you are in the process and who's doing what. And in this video, you can actually feel the frustration. You can feel the frustration of very well qualified finance professionals who are unable to add value to the business because they're so bound to the data manipulation and the manual processes involved in a spreadsheet-bound process. But the solution to all these problems is both elegant and simple. All it requires is a unified environment for budgeting, planning and forecasting in the center, in the cloud, with everybody, all the stakeholders connected. Immediately you do that, you get rid of all this spreadsheet submission. You allow people visibility both at the center and in the reporting entities. You have control of the whole process, and it's possible to make last-minute changes. And what I like about the video is you can see the almost immediate relief that the solution, the CCH Tagetik solution, is put in, and suddenly everything is fixed.
So the main pain points we were struggling were, I think they're the most that every finance team is encountering. That would be very manual work, very long processes, also working in Excel. There's no rigor in your files. There's lots of chances of error. So it was difficult for us to manage last minute changes. We were always very tight with respect to deadlines. So we were able to meet all the requirements, but it was very difficult and very frustrating. We felt that our knowledge was not used where it would bring the most value to the company. So we went through a detailed screening of the different products, and CCH Tagetik became our ultimate solution. My requirements were very simple, and CCH Tagetik was really in line with that. Was one place. The cloud is an added value, but it was one tool, one place where all of information resided, where no matter where you were located in Canada or wherever, it wasn't a problem. We could all have just-in-time view of the information, and you would change one piece of information and your entire set of reports would have to be updated. So it's really having an integrated tool. That for me was the differentiator. It's a lot of information, and it's also the forecasting accuracy. We were working very manual, a lot of effort, but it seemed that we were also not precise in our forecast. And we needed to be able to provide an update more regularly. It's more than budget once a year. We need to be able to come back to management monthly and also weekly. So that's why having one tool, one place to have the information, working at different levels, sometimes in very detailed matters at budget, but top levels when we do ongoing forecasts. The tool enables us to provide management the required information so they can take the right business decisions. There was a lot of effort by many players, and it was frustrating because we're all professionals and we were spending a lot of times in the very details. So now with Tagetik, the advantage is we are in fact spending less time in the input, but more time analyzing and adding value to the information we're providing to our management. Before, we used to, for us to send our forecast to corporate, it used to be 4 full days of time of experienced analysts, where today we push on a button and 20 minutes later that is sent to corporate. So for us, some of those very manual processes are gone, so it's really adding to the value that we can provide to the organization. The cloud from Tagetik for us was kind of an added bonus. For sure, it's very interesting to have a solution that can be updated from remote. When it was exposed to us, we had the possibility of going with a local installation or a cloud installation. We were all the way on board with the cloud installation. It provides us, when there's support, upgrades or whatnot, it's done it's transparent to us, so for sure we recommend it. So if I were to recommend CCH Tagetik to somewhere, absolutely. This is the best tool out there, and I would definitively recommend it to my finance colleagues, yes.